some exciting. A look at Cleveland's opening lineup. At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell and Okoro, they're the wings. And it's Jerome in at the 1. And for New York, they've got Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Hart is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward position. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball. Hitting that shot helps loosen the driving lanes a little, and we know Mitchell only needs a crack of daylight.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. And Mikal Bridges, still one of the better wing defenders in the league, Grant.
Yeah, he's so great at pestering a shooter. Good lateral movement and wingspan makes him hard to get around. He might not be the best in the league, but he is well above average.
Mitchell misses.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Okoro with the ball, and Bridges picks him up defensively, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. So it'll be Jarrett Allen shooting. It goes on Josh Hart. Well, you talk about an anchor for this defense. Richard, Jarrett Allen is that.
It's hard to find a big man who can move and eat up space like Allen. He's a great shot blocker that can also move his feet on the perimeter and guard in isolation. But a difference maker at the rim, that is where he's at his best.
Now here's Mitchell. Hart pulls it in.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Tom Thibodeau, and I wanted to know, how do you slow a guy down like Jarrett Allen? Coach said we have to hassle him as much as possible on both ends of the floor. We really want to limit him, not just his points, but more importantly, his rebounds. So keeping Allen off the glass is a primary focus.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, he'll take it.
The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. To the inside, Allen. Pass to Jerome. Okoro outside. Clock at 6. Robinson with the block. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Puts up a deep 3. That's good from Bridges on the assist from Robinson. Bridges has got 6.
Look at that catch and shoot ability from Bridges. Not all forwards have that skill.
Jerome passes to Allen. On the take, Robinson with the block. Here's Bridges. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Already a stellar defender. Mobley proving he can be relied on to anchor for this team.
Mitchell, the pass to Jerome. And here's Allen. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Bridges. Right side, Robinson. 1:27 left in the opening quarter. Crafty move. High arcing shot. The shot by Towns, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's Jerome. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Now here's Bridges. He's got 6. Misses from close range. 51 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Mitchell. Down low. Just 3 to shoot. Hits the trifecta. Mitchell's got 6.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
Allen, the pass to Okoro. Mitchell, a screen on Hart. Outside Mitchell. Allen on the wing. And a miss there on the triple.
Cavaliers foul. Ty Jerome. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Bridges outside. Here's the pick. To halt the run. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Cleveland with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Mikal Bridges is out there with Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Robinson in at the center position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Robinson with a steal. Outside Hart. Back to Bridges. The 3 is up. Drops in the 3. Bridges has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, productive from back there. Bridges showing the range.
Well, Richard, he's the Iron Man of the NBA right now. Mikal Bridges takes pride in being available on a nightly basis.
We've all heard it before. The best ability is availability. And Bridges does whatever it takes to not miss games. More teams need to take this mindset.
Here's Bridges. The Cavs getting their last shot to go. Here's Anunoby. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Cavaliers lead 17-16.
Here's Jerome. Outside Mitchell. Shoots over Anunoby. Ooh, power move by Mitchell.
Mitchell is so efficient and crafty inside that paint. Sometimes you forget he's only 6'2".
Knocks it loose. And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Never a shortage of star power in the stands in a Knicks game. A boogie with a hoodie here tonight.
It always adds to the atmosphere here in New York. Everybody's looking for the big-time celebrities that are here cheering on their Knicks.
Now here's Hart. Yet to see a basket. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bridges. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
Just look at those stats for Bridges, and he is feeling it.
Outside Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell on the attack.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
It's time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Knicks, one of the top defensive teams in the league, and it starts in the paint. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, quote, "We've prided ourselves on having a tight shell. We've got great rim protection, guys who take charges, and we're aggressive on the ball. Guys, great defense has always been Tim's MO."
And nothing has changed now. Thanks, Allie.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
Now here's Towns. Back to Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
The Cavaliers leading.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Jerome. We've got 1:55 left to play in the second quarter.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
The three from Mitchell sends it home from three-point land. Mitchell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots. That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Bridges. Mobley, a screen on Anunoby. Mitchell, the pass to Jerome. Towns with a rebound. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. 4-point game. Towns outside. Going inside. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Looking ferocious on the drive. You know, I love seeing Towns going hard and finishing with power.
There's 25 seconds left in the first half of this one. Jerome. Nice D from Bridges. The Knicks have gone 8 for 9 here in this second.
Ty Jerome. Third personal foul. First team foul.
16 seconds left in the first half. And here's Bridges. 17 points in the game. And that misses. That would have put him up. Here's Jerome. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Just a big-time effort for Donovan Mitchell. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you look at Mikal Bridges. What a contribution.
Yeah, tonight. He's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the court for the Cavaliers. DeAndre Hunter is out there with Max Strus. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Sam Merrill. And it's Green in at the point. Now here's Green. And stolen by Brunson. Pass to Achua. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Cleveland has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Outside Strus. Merrill outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Hunter. And finished off by Hunter.
From back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Now here's Brunson. Achua with a screen on Green. Brunson misses. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Strus against Brunson. Now here's Strus. The D's right on him. Yep, count it. And it's a 4-point Cleveland lead. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Grant. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Now here's Green, and we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. RJ, the Cavs breaking ground on a new practice facility set to open in 2027.
Situated on the Cuyahoga River, it will be 4 times larger than the existing one, and let me tell you this, the existing one was state-of-the-art, and it continues to rejuvenate what we're seeing in downtown Cleveland. Shout out to the Cavaliers.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And it's Javonte Green with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Now Brunson. Achua with a screen on Green. Here's Brunson outside. The three-pointer is down. Jalen Brunson.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
On the attack, Green. It's Merrill on the wing. Brunson defending. Strus the pass to Merrill. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. Cordy grabs the board. The Knicks have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. It's Brunson working inside.
Such a strong floater game. Just another part of Brunson's expanding arsenal.
Here's Merrill. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
3-point.
Merrill's got 5 points. 6 lead changes in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
And that one's good. Brunson.
Don't let Brunson get hot. I mean, he'll answer all game long.
Knicks lead, 38.
Right against Green. Can't get it to fall.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Good work there as it goes. And now a 3-point Knick lead.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
Now here's Green. Still no points. Oh, deflected. Merrill outside. And he banks in the layup.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
1 minute left in the third quarter. Brunson looks it over. Oh, it's blocked by Green. Merrill outside. And right with the defensive effort. The Knicks have gone 6 for 9 in the half. And it's Brunson again missing. Cleveland has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Outside Hunter. Outside Strus. Cleveland needs to get off a shot. The shot by Merrill, no good. Here's Brunson outside. He drops it from range. Brunson's got 15 points.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Knicks up by 4.
Here we go, fans.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Cavaliers trail by 4. We've got Mitchell Robinson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Hart in at the 2 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Towns, and he converts the layup.
And just so great to see a big man busted up the court like Towns here. I mean, getting into position for the points on the move, wow, incredible.
Jerome passes to Mitchell. No good from outside.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Bridges outside. They set the pick. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Here they come with numbers in transition. Mitchell against Hart. Mitchell up top. Okoro outside. 5 on the clock. The 3 sinks the tray.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
New York leading by 3. looking for an opening. Outside Anunoby. And that's a foul called on Isaac Okoro. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Here's Bridges. Soft touch off the glass. Bridges has got 19 points.
Yeah, relentless worker. Bridges, so tough inside.
Here's Jerome. Beyond the arc. It's another three for Cleveland.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Mitchell with the ball. Here he goes. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
And it's Bridges with the jam.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
Yeah, these teams have kind of decided to fight this battle on scoring alone. There's not that much intensity on defense.
Now here's Mitchell. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. Back to Jerome. Chalk up 2 there. Jerome's got 5 points in the quarter.
Sharing the love. If you get yourself this open, Mitchell will set you up.
Bridges, left side. Screen by Robinson. Anunoby passes to Bridges. Back to Anunoby. From deep. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Okoro to tie it up, to take the lead. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Knicks with the lead. It's Bridges on the wing, cornered by Okoro. Mitchell against Bridges. Anunoby on the wing. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. A minute 15 left in the game. Here's Mitchell. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. New York has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Bridges outside. And there's the screen. Pass to Anunoby. It falls!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Jerome, outside Mitchell. And another miss by Cleveland. And Towns has got the ball here for the Knicks. Outside Hart. Anunoby, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Hart. And the layup is good off the glass. Now it's a 6-point New York lead.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And nails the tray.
Oh, Donovan Mitchell, huge bucket. That man is fearless.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
For 3, Bridges. And the three-pointer goes. And the Knicks lead by 6.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
So New York wins it. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson.
Warrior.
Welcome, everyone. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Curry is out there with Payton, and it's Butler in at the 3. And for the Knicks, Mitchell Robinson out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the shooting guard position. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
We see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first.
I felt like Jimmy Butler had a plan on that possession and was able to cut him off.
Here's Curry with the 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Curry's got 6.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition when no one's on you, great shot there.
They get the rebound. Here's Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Not a coach in the league would be displeased with that kind of energy and effort that Mitchell Robinson showed there.
Curry against Bridges. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Anunoby. Oh, good with the triple. And he comes up with the deuce. Robinson's got his second bucket.
Some footwork, some finesse from Mitchell Robinson.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
Here's Curry with the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Bridges outside. Beyond the arc. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
Bridges against Curry. And that time, also a missed shot.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
There's so many years in the NBA. You would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can. Steph's such an ideal pick-and-roll guy. The threat of the long ball always there. So whether he's shooting or passing, the defense has a hard time keeping up.
Robinson finds Hart. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, off with the layup. Here's Jackson Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And he sinks the second. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but you know they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
Now, here's Anunoby. In the corner, it's Robinson. Back to Anunoby. Fires the 3. New York, no good that time either. The Warriors leading. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Tom Thibodeau. We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize he will put the ball on the floor and drive if you overplay him. That's a lot to account for, guys.
Thanks so much, David.
Just making it look easy. You think about the kind of impact that Draymond Green can have in the entirety of the game.
Launches a 3. Here's Robinson, and then Robinson slams it in.
It feels like Mitchell Robinson doesn't even have to jump sometimes to dunk, but man, a little showmanship from the big fella.
Outside Curry. There's the triple. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby outside. The three. Bridges connects from three-point range. Bridges got 6 points.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Towns. Here's Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized core who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Bridges passes to Hart. On the wing, Anunoby. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside Curry. Knocks it loose. Pass to Jackson Davis. 5 to shoot. Back to Curry. There's the three. With the clock winding down.
And they've scored 7 times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Josh Hart out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Robinson, and it's Towns in at power forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And Jimmy Butler put together, Brent, one of the all-time playoff runs, leading the Heat to the finals in 2023.
Yeah, you don't want to live in or dwell on the past, but man, Miami being the 8th seed that year, Kevin, and with Jimmy putting up 38 a game in that first round against the Bucks. Guy earned the MVP of the Eastern Conference Finals. What a run. Now the combo of strength and quickness from Butler, that's going to help him on the inside.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Bridges. He's got 6. Down low. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Green.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Here's Anunoby. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers. They're capitalizing on it.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Let's hear it for you.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. It's a 10-point game. Anunoby against Curry. Anunoby passes to Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Well, he's just too big and too athletic to be given that kind of position. Mitchell Robinson, an easy deuce.
Curry gets it to go inside. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
Yeah, DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much.
And the muscle that Anunoby possesses, fantastic at gutting it out through contact and finishing.
One of the best 3-and-D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Butler dishes to Curry. Curry with another miss. Knicks trail by 5. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Anunoby, no good.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Curry looking around. 1:33 left to play in the first half. Drains it from beyond the arc. Curry's got 18 points.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
Robinson sets a screen for Anunoby. Bangs home the trifecta.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Butler, a screen on Bridges. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, the moment that ball went through on the other end, you could see Steph wanting the ball back, and of course he did it. That's the answer.
Here's Anunoby. Anunoby can't get that one to fall. Warriors leading by 8. Curry kicks to Green. Bridges against Curry. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Anunoby can't get that one to fall. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
15 seconds left to play here in the half. Curry setting the pick for Payton. Pass to Curry. From the arc. What a deep shot from Steph Curry.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Podziemski out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Kuminga. Then there's Moody. And it's Post in at the center. And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that.
To the paint, here's Moody, and the slam by Moody.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Warriors leading by 18. Hield the pass to Kuminga. Three-pointer. The Knicks pull it in. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Golden State's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
All right, Brent, quick. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself in the situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
Achua kicks to Brunson. And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time.
First personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game. Here's Brunson. No scoring in this one. Lets it go with a three.
And a nice defensive sequence there by Hield. Not a natural lockdown defender, but he's a competitor.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. Knicks trail by 19. Right outside. Pass to Brunson. And that one drops. Brunson's got his first basket.
You always hear about the toughness of Brunson. It really comes through when he's taking defenders on inside.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. And then Hield with the dunk.
Well, nice to see Hield on the runway right there, taking flight.
Brunson draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Ball violation. Jump ball.
Now, here's Achua. He's guarded closely. Brunson against Hield, and Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And mixing it up down low, Brunson, not the tallest guy on the floor, but he can finish around the basket.
Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018.
At the line.
So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
And the shot goes in. He's got 8.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's Podziemski. Brunson covering. And the layup falls. And the Warriors lead by 19.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Here's the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Brunson's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Brunson just knows how to manufacture points, right now being assertive.
16 seconds left to play in the third. Good on the triple.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Well, that's a needle in a haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
38.
The deep three from Hield. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Golden State Warriors feeling good about their 17-point. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. They've got Karl Anthony Towns, Josh Hart out there with Bridges. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Curry, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, it's so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
And he makes both free throws. Knicks trail by 19. Bridges with it. At 6. New York needs to get off a shot. Butler against Hart. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, out in transition, Jimmy Butler scanning the court, found an angle, and does some damage.
Curry against Anunoby. Bridges outside. Launches it. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Payton looking it over. And it's good for 2.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Anunoby outside. Offline with his 3.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Green dishes to Payton. Outside Butler. Takes it inside, and it's Butler with the jam.
Man, way over the defenses. Jimmy Butler gets some airtime.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now, you just need a bucket to get some momentum. A fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Warriors leading by 22. Here's Butler. The shot from the low post is good. Butler's got 6 here in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Curry's checked in for the Warriors.
Number 30.
Here's Bridges. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
At the line, 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Bridges. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Curry against Bridges. Outside Curry. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Hart. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Anunoby, and the 3 ball is good.
And it's crucial that Anunoby knocks down that jumper, showing how skilled he is from the perimeter.
Warriors lead 65-46.
Bridges against Curry.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Looney kicks to Green. Pass to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 21.
Opportunistic score there from Jimmy Butler. Sees the lane, fills the lane.
Anunoby against Curry. Lets it go from deep. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it.
And so the coach's challenge here comes in.
Stephen Curry. At the line, he'll shoot 3.
These are some of the more difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Good on the second free throw. Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line. New York has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Anunoby. Here's Towns. Pass to Hart. Here's Anunoby. Anunoby can't get that one to fall. On offense, here are the Warriors. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Butler kicks to Green. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Butler against Bridges. Pass to Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam.
People talk about 3 and D with Bridges, but he can pass it too.
And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Curry with a wide open look. And the Warriors miss again.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, settle for the...
All right, DA, thanks again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry.
afternoon with two. K Sports, the starters for the Golden State Warriors. Down low, it's Draymond and Looney. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Butler in at the 3. And for the Cavaliers, at the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell out there with Isaac Okoro. And it's Hunter in at the 3. These two teams love to share the ball. Now, Doris, you were a gifted passer, a conference assist leader. What makes a great playmaker?
Well, look at Brian Anderson doing his homework on his partner here. I think, obviously, you have to have some vision. You've got to have a handle to be able to get to the spots you want to on the floor, to deliver the pass at the appropriate angle. But maybe most importantly, you have to have a desire to make your teammates better. Ideally, you're trying not to send Stephen Curry to the line, but this guy creates those situations with his instinct and his ability.
And so Curry nails both of them.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Butler against Mitchell. For 3, Allen. Warriors with the rebound. Curry looking it over. This one for 3. Green in the post. Covered by Mobley. Curry against Allen. Curry, that's good.
Stop it. An incredible move to shake his man. Getting the defender on his heels, doing the rest with ease.
Now here's Mitchell. Allen outside. 4 on the clock. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. The layup misses. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Hits the three-pointer. Hunter's got 6.
Good to see Mitchell distributing the basketball, guys. You want him to find his guys and establish some chemistry.
Here's Curry. Outside Butler. Curry, a screen on Hunter. Back to Curry. From deep three-point land. An absolute bomb from three-point range. He has 7.
The supreme confidence from Steph Curry to attempt that shot, let alone make it. Impossible to measure this guy's range.
The 3 from Okoro. Rebounded by Green.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Cavaliers trail by 3. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Mitchell with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. And that one's good. Mitchell.
Strength, athleticism. Donovan Mitchell in the paint. Quite comfortable, folks.
Outside Curry.
2 minutes remaining.
From outside the arc. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
3 points.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. I asked him specifically about Stephen Curry and what his defensive game plan is for him, and he told me, I just talked with them about communicating out there, especially when the screens are coming. We can't give Steph an inch in those situations. I think it's fair to say we can expect to hear a lot of chatter out there tonight, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Mitchell. Fires the 3. Looney grabs a miss. The Warriors lead by 4. On On the wing, Curry. Checked by Mitchell. Payton passes to Curry. Payton with a screen on Mitchell. Curry against Mitchell. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 12.
Now, very difficult to keep the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands because of all his movement. He can shoot from anywhere, and right now the defense has no answer.
And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, BA, it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
In the NBA, there is a high need for relentless scoring and skill to match that scoring. That is Donovan Mitchell.
Green. Pass to Looney. Shoots over Allen. They get it again. Outside Payton. The three is up. Another three for Golden State.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Mitchell against Butler. Oh, got a piece of it. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Shot is good by Curry. 14 points for him.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Rebounded by Green. And the Warriors pushing it up now. Curry passes to Green. Right side Curry. Launches a three. Not going to go that time. Stephen Curry getting it done for Golden State. Absolute. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Warriors.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Another strength for them today, guys. Mid-range shooting. Normally the defense wants to give you that shot. Let's see if they adjust at all.
At the 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen. Mitchell out there with Isaac Okoro, and it's Hunter in at the small forward position. That's the group for Cleveland, getting going in the second. And Looney with the slam.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Mitchell against Butler. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Knocks down the long J.
Boy, everyone seems to want a three-point shot now. Clearly something Evan Mobley is working towards.
It's deflected. Mitchell, the pass to Hunter. The ball's knocked loose. And here's Curry. 14 points for him. Allen with it, and Looney picks him up defensively. From deep, Mitchell. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Butler. Look at Butler finish the break.
An absolute menace in transition. Jimmy Butler puts it home.
Outside Mitchell. Knocks it down from distance. Mitchell's got 6 points.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Ryan, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Ryan, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Now here's Payton. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
The Warriors lead by 13. The three from Curry. And the Warriors with another three.
And This is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team, productive and efficient.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Mobley with the block.
7 feet, sneaking shots past Mr. Mobley is not easy. Send it back, Evan.
A minute 58 left in the second period. Curry's shot is off. Cleveland has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. The 3 from Okoro. Looney grabs a miss. Looney's got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Curry from downtown. Curry with another miss. The Cavaliers trail by 16. They set the screen. From deep, Mitchell. Hauled in by Curry. Golden State with the ball. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Doris, back in January 2023, Donovan Mitchell became the 5th player to ever score 71 in a game.
Think about this, Brian. Just Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, and David Robinson had done it before Donovan Mitchell. Incredible company he keeps. Well, we know Mitchell can hurt you from outside the arc. The defense better recognize this moving forward.
Outside Curry. Okoro with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. And here's Hunter from the arc. And it's cleared by Stephen Curry. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
How easy is it to appreciate the intensity with which Draymond Green plays? Go ahead with power, sir.
Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. No good on the triple. The Warriors lead by 17. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Let's go with a 3. And Curry is good for 3. Curry's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Ideally, you want to chase Stephen Curry off the three-point line, but folks, it is not as easy as you might think.
Here's Mitchell. Cans it with nobody near him.
Mitchell.
5 ticks left in the first half. Here's the 3. That's good from Curry on the assist by Green. Curry's got 26.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting on a comfortable 21-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We're coming right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Kicking off the second half, here's Steve Kerr's 5. Brandon Pajemski out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Moody. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Post in at center. Here's Kuminga. There's the drive. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
The Warriors lead by 23. Here's Kuminga. Moody on the wing. Back to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Strus. Pass to Wade. Beyond the arc. The Warriors pull it in.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
To the middle. And Kuminga throws it down.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Out to Garland. from deep. Strus. The rebound by Post. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside Moody. Inside. Clock at 6. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Cleveland ball.
The Cavaliers have gotten 0 shots to go out of 6 attempts. Garland for 3. No good there.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Doris, so much improvement from Garland since coming into the league.
Oh, no doubt, Brian. This guy is now a do-it-all guard. You can play him at both the 1 and the 2 positions. The versatility that he possesses is such an important aspect in the league today.
Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. Golden State has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Left side Pajemski, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when 1 will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Hield passes to Kuminga. Back to Hield. And a nice finish on the layup. Hield's got his first points in this one.
Well, Buddy Hield not backing down on the interior. He says, I got more than shooting in my game.
To snap the cold streak. The 3 from Thompson. No good that time.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive. Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Outside Hield. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Wow, Buddy Hield taking flight, showing he is more than just a three-point specialist.
Garland, the pass to Strus. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Outside Pajemski. Pass to Hield. Driving to the basket. And here is Kuminga. Outside Pajemski. Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in. Pajemski's got his second basket on the night.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Up in time. No good. Misses at the buzzer. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Max Strus. Tristan Thompson is out there with Dean Wade. Then it's Darius Garland, and it's Green in at the shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
And it's a completely new group for the Cavaliers. Now here's Curry. He's closely guarded. Curry, a screen on Mobley. Here's Green. The kick out, Curry. And that comes off the assist by Green.
3 points.
Green's got 3 assists in the game.
Boy, how fast is Stephen Curry's release on the catch? Wow.
Outside Hunter. 4-3. Knocks down the triple.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And here's Curry for 3. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Mobley's got his 5th rebound in this one. Mitchell drives in to the paint. Here's the lob. And Butler with the block. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Here's Okoro. And there are the Cavaliers with another bucket. And it's the Warriors with the ball. Outside Curry with the teardrop. Okoro, the defensive effort.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. Mitchell, the pass to Mobley. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And here's Curry for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Lets the 3 fly. Mobley grabs the board. Mobley's got 6 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Okoro. And Mobley throws it down.
The ease with which the game comes to Evan Mobley. My goodness, it's fun watching this guy play above the rim.
Outside Curry. There's the triple. No good. For Cleveland, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this 4th quarter. The 3 from Okoro. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Payton against Mitchell.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Right side, Payton. Now here's Curry. Started by Okoro. Curry, that's good. Curry's got 34 points. Cleveland shooting about 43% since the 4th quarter began. Allen outside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, why settle for the layup when you can finish with authority? Mr. Allen on the dunk.
Outside Curry. Uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Warriors.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Stephen Curry.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Now here's Mitchell. Mobley, a screen on Butler. Mitchell's shot is good.
How smoothly does Donovan Mitchell get into that jump shot? Boy, it is so pure.
Outside Curry. Over Okoro. Butler against Hunter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Curry, he's open. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 38 points.
stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Hunter finds Mitchell. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Launches it. Hunter can't get it to go. Now Curry. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Boy, this... All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For
The NBA on a... So the New York starting five. They've got Robinson. OG Anunoby is out there with Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Bridges in at the one. And for Cleveland, a lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Isaac Okoro out there with Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the three. Bridges deciding where to go with it. To the middle, Robinson. And finished off by Robinson.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Hunter with a screen on Anunoby. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. And that one's good. Hunter.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
The kick out to Anunoby. A three-pointer is right on target.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For three, Mitchell. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks have gotten their first three shots to go in for him to start off this game. Bridges against Mitchell. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That is his first foul of the game. And so just over a minute and a half played. Robinson a screen on Mitchell. Bridges passes to Robinson. It's rebounded by Cleveland. For three, Hunter. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Inside. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by Anunoby. Robinson's got his second basket of the game. Anunoby against Mitchell. A three-pointer, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
Now, Anunoby following DeAndre Hunter's three-point attempt. Anunoby kicks to Robinson. Bridges outside. Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. Back to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Jared Allen.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
2 minutes.
Now, here's Mobley. They can't stop the run with that one. 1:53 left here in the opening quarter. Bridges outside. It's up a 3. Good D by Mitchell. The Cavaliers trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Stolen by Anunoby. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Assisted by
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now, here's Mitchell. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Pass to Okoro. Pulls it up. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Knicks leading by 10. And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Team foul.
Here's Bridges. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
A nice shot by Okoro.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Bridges outside. On the wing, Anunoby. Off target with his 3. Hunter, the pass to Mitchell. 3-pointer. Another three for Cleveland.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
1 second left, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's New York with a 6-point lead at the end of the... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Hart is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Anunoby in at the small forward. The Knicks have started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt early.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
I consider Mikal Bridges a high motor player. He's always ready to turn up his energy if he thinks it will help him get the better of him.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. Trains the three-pointer.
What are you doing? You can't give a player like him that much space. Come on now.
Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
Hunter, no one around him, and he can't answer back the three-pointer offline. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Shot from free throw range. Mobley with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 9. For 3, Mitchell. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots. Bridges with it, guarded by Hunter. Bridges misses. Cleveland has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Lets the 3 fly. Pass to Hunter. Fires the 3. Drills the three-pointer. Hunter's got 5 now.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
For 3, Bridges. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Allen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hunter. To the inside. A kick out to Mobley. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Knicks with the rebound.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Bridges against Mitchell. Towns looking around. Yes, that goes in. And the Knicks lead by 8.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
Okoro setting the pick for Mitchell. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. 8 points for him. And we see dunkers get technicals for hanging on the rim, slapping the backboard, or Richard even staring someone down. Should refs let that slide, or is that something they got to pay attention to?
I don't mind the hanging on the rim, the smacking the backboard. I love that aggression. The staring people down, that's something you got to be careful with because that can cause some problems, and we don't want any of those issues on the court.
Allen's shot is off. The Knicks leading by 6. Bridges outside. Stolen by Mitchell. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Okoro's shot is off. New York has gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. The kick out to Anunoby. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Anunoby's got 9.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch. That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Now, here's Bridges, covered by Okoro. Bridges passes to Anunoby. And again, it's New York.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. There's a screen. Mitchell with it. Hard covering. Okoro wide open. He fires. Drills it from outside.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Chalk up 2 there. He's got 8.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
It'll go, and the New York lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket for Mitchell.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Anunoby is screen on Mitchell. Bridges, right side. With 1 on the clock. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A big-time effort for OG Anunoby. Providing. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One guy who's been getting it done is OG Anunoby.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Wade out there with Max Strus. Then there's Tristan Thompson. Then it's Sam Merrill. And it's Jerome in at the point. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And the shot goes in. Jerome's got his first points of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Now, here's Achua. From 11 feet away, here's Beauchamp. The kick out to Wright. Wright sets a screen for Brunson. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Pass to Merrill. Over Wright. Porty grabs the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Brunson being aggressive.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Here's Jerome. Brunson covering. Jerome, no good. New York leading by 10. Here's Beauchamp. He has yet to score. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. Pass to Achua. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get off a shot. A shot by Porty, no good. And it's Wade with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And here's Strus. Spins. Here's Jerome. Three-pointer. The shot, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Brunson. What touch from Brunson.
Amazing floater from Brunson. He continues to show how dangerous he can be.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Thank you, Kevin. Jalen Brunson is a very cerebral player. He says he focuses on the little things. The attention to detail has made the game a lot easier, he said. I know what I'm capable of. So as long as I keep working on my craft, keep the same mindset, only good things are going to happen for me. Kevin, back to you.
Good stuff, David. Amazing how far he has come. We appreciate the report. Here's Brunson. After the Cavaliers pick up 3, pass to right, launches a 3. The offensive rebound. The dunk by EuroCup.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Strus. Here's Jerome. Cleveland moving the ball around. Takes a 3. Thompson passes to Jerome. Merrill with the ball. No good on the triple. 52 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Brunson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Brunson, a very physical player. Someone that understands how to bait defenders into fouling.
So New York going with almost an entire new group here. And so he makes both from the line. The Cavaliers trail by 13. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Jerome. From the arc. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. From deep, Brunson gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And man, can Brunson get going in a hurry? He's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Here's Jerome. Brunson covering. Jerome passes to Strus. Looking to end the run. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Anunoby. Here's Brunson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's New York with a sizable lead as the... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this one?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, they've got OG Anunoby. Mikal Bridges out there with Josh Hart. Then there's Towns, and it's Robinson in at the 5. Now Hunter. After Mikal Bridges missing on that last 3-pointer. Fires away from way outside. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. For 3, Mitchell. Okoro kicks to Mitchell. Pass to Okoro. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Knicks leading by 16. For 3, Bridges. New York, no good that time either.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Allen's shot is off. Knicks have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Bridges outside. Anunoby is screen on Mobley. Bridges attacking. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 18.
Quick guy with a long stride. Bridges, this man can blitz the hoop.
Takes the 3. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And Mikal Bridges with the 3.
The stop and pop ability from Bridges, that makes him so difficult to defend.
looking to end his cold spell. And Mitchell with the layup.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Anunoby, a screen on Mitchell. Bridges for three. And another three for New York.
3 points.
Just look at those stats from Bridges, and he is feeling it.
Towns with the steal. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Hart. Jared Allen grabs the miss. Allen's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Down low. Mobley the pass to Okoro. On the wing, Mitchell. Carries it from three-point range.
When you shoot hundreds of these shots in gyms by yourself, it will make you automatic just like Mitchell.
Now, here's Anunoby. Over Hunter. Anunoby, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Okoro finds Allen. Good on the bucket. Allen's got his first 2 points of the night.
Isaac Okoro with the assist.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Bridges outside. Here's the three. New York now working with the new shot clock. And that one is good. And the Knicks lead by 19.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Knicks.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Mikal Bridges.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Now, Anunoby. Following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that's good. Probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Towns a screen on Mitchell. Bridges for three. Evan Mobley with the rebound. 35 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Hunter for the three. It's good from long range.
It's great whenever a big knows how to handle it. Allen sharing the wealth.
From past the arc, Bridges misses. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball. That shot off the mark. Bridges with some nice defense. Now here's Anunoby. Fires from way outside. No good. So no problem for New York as they get the win.
The end of the game.
To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, great.
You've got it on two. Now, New York starting five. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. And it's OG Anunoby. And it's Josh Hart. And it's Bridges in at the point guard position. And for the Warriors, down low, it's Draymond and Looney. Stephen Curry is out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Butler in at the small forward position. And when you look at the numbers for these teams, Brent, they both pile up assists.
Those are some of the better teams to play for and are the most dangerous in terms of setting up your scheme defensively. Coaching staffs have a really hard time trying to get their team ready against an opponent that moves the ball as often as both of these teams do tonight.
Back to Looney. And Looney with the slam.
And Looney is so long, gets up there and crushes it.
Bridges against Butler. He shoots it. Rebounded by Green. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Golden State Warriors. Hard against Payton. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. First quarter, just over a minute played. Anunoby finds Bridges. Back to Anunoby. Fires from deep. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
When you can simply shoot over the defender, you've got it made.
One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons.
Now here's Bridges. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
He's off on the first.
Bridges, 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Outside Curry. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you give Curry a point-blank shot. That's just too easy.
Now Anunoby. Robinson, a screen on Curry. Here's Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Towns passes to Anunoby. Looney with some nice D.
Might like a do-over there. Quality look inside.
On the wing, Payton. Covered by Towns. It's good.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Earlier, Allie LaForce spoke with head coach Steve Kerr. What'd you find out, Allie?
We got into it about his strategy against Karl Anthony Towns. These modern bigs are tough to stop, he told me, and went on to say, I'm hoping we can just force him to take bad shots, not the ones that he wants. I'll settle for that. So they're looking to disrupt Cat's selections and keep him from his spots, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. New York, again, can't hit. The Warriors leading. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Outside for Butler. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Many intriguing parts to Jimmy Butler's game, including that delicate floater.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
The 3 is up. New York, again, can't hit. The Warriors lead by 4. And we talk about guys who can really guard 1 through 5. OG Anunoby is one of them, Brent.
Yeah, OG can make your night a living nightmare the way he can guard. He chases around shooters. He's physical enough to deal with wings who like to play in the mid-range, and he's relentless on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
The three from Curry, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Three-pointer, Bridges. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now. Curry against Hart. Outside for Butler. Curry surveys. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on OG Anunoby.
Well, just how smart and patient was Steph Curry on that play. Draws the contact after the pump fake. Another thing he does so well.
So he gets them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Curry against Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Curry. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Just great energy on the offensive glass. That's exactly how you cut into a lead.
Boy, a slam like that is sure to give him a spark. And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Down low, it's Draymond and Looney. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Butler in at the 3. That's the Warriors 5.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Warriors lead by 7. Outside Curry. Butler, a screen on Bridges. Curry against Bridges. From the arc. Curry's shot is off.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Hart passes to Anunoby. Robinson, a screen on Green. Pass to Robinson. Here's Bridges. All sorts of time. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Bridges confident right now, and I like to see him just be quick with those kind of decisions.
And Brent, this Knicks team, they've taken on the identity of their head coach.
Well, B.A., isn't it interesting, Tom Thibodeau? Lots of scuttlebutt about him as the coach. And then they brought in players that kind of fit the coach. They play hard, they play defense first, they play a ton of minutes, but this team is gritty, and they don't give up.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Jimmy Butler's such an all-around player. He said, I don't need to be a 40-point scorer. My role is to impact winning. I just control what I can control in the end, play the right way, stay aggressive, and do whatever it takes to get my team to win. And Brian, he is good at his job.
Well, playoff Jimmy is a real thing, whether he'll admit it or not. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. And it's Jimmy Butler with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Anunoby. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Shot clock at 5. Launches it from deep.
I felt like Jimmy Butler had a plan on that possession. Was able to cut him off.
Pass to Looney. Puts the move on, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Butler against Bridges. Looking to win the run. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Stephen Curry. Well, Brent, we hear the term empty stats ever so often. What are your thoughts about that phrase?
BA, when you play such a long season, there are going to be nights where the game is not all that competitive. But we also know that throughout the course of long seasons, there are teams that are not going to be competitive. Still, those guys going out there on a nightly basis and putting up their numbers, getting those reps in, it means they're capable.
Payton finds Curry. Pulls it from 20. And it's New York with a rebound.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Anunoby passes to Towns. It's hard on the wing, guarded by Payton. It's stolen by Green, and we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose, and in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Anunoby against Curry. 6 to shoot. Now here's Anunoby, guarded closely. Green with the defensive effort. And here are the Warriors now. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Butler surveying the floor. The kick out, Curry. No good on the 3. Knicks trail by 13. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's his first foul of the game. 27 seconds left in the second period. Anunoby for 3. Looney grabs a miss.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Hart from long range. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Stephen Curry getting it done for goal. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be back right after the break for the third quarter here on 2K Sports. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And on the floor for Tom Thibodeau as we get into the second half. DeLon Wright is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's the Chua, and it's Tuck Porty in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Pajemski. Brunson defending. Pass to Moody. Shot clock at 6. And Beauchamp pulls it down.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. There's been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
Outside Kuminga. Back to Pajemski. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Pass to post. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
When the Knicks are having a good season, it is amazing how excited their fans get.
Well, it's been generations, BA, that have been salivating for this franchise to get back to its winning ways. The last championship came in 1973, so as a fan, you can't help but get fired up when there's a chance at a title run.
The Warriors lead by 13. Here's Podziemski. What a terrific move that is. Podziemski's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A new day. The Spurs' Victor Wembanyama said a few years back it was more of a guards game, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
And I like it. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. And there's a pick. Outside Kuminga. 3-pointer. Connects from downtown. And the Warriors lead by 15.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
You know, some threes look better than others, and Brunson's lefty stroke from 3 is a beautiful thing.
Here's Podziemski. And they pick up 2. Podziemski's got 6.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
They get it back. No luck on that one. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Outside Podziemski. Outside heel. The 3. Cordy grabs the board.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
The steal. On the break. Outside Moody. Oh, here's Moody with a drive. It's tipped. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's Brunson outside. Nails it from 3. Brunson's got 11 points here in the 2nd half.
And you can't forget to guard these corner spots, or guys like Brunson will hurt you.
Podziemski's shot is good.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Brunson. It's Brunson working inside.
As much as you like Jalen Brunson, he believes in himself more than you do. Confidence translated.
Outside Podziemski. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Brunson against heel. Outside Brunson. Oh, look at Jalen Brunson. Don't let that size fool you.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
Yeah, doing anything he can right now to get his team to cut into this lead and give.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And 1 quarter to go in a game game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Down low, it's Draymond and Looney. Stephen Curry is out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Warriors 5. Bridges against Curry. Curry from inside.
This is just not a surprise. Steph Curry is having a massive offensive game.
Puts up a deep 3. And Bridges good for 3.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. And you got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Curry against Bridges. Right side Curry. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
Knicks trail by 13. Here's Bridges. Pass to Anunoby. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
And here's Curry for 3. And the Warriors miss again.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Knocked loose. Payton against Robinson. To the middle. And there's Towns on the assist from Robinson.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Outside for Green. Fires the 3. Green able to hit from 3.
And you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Here's Hart. Lays it up and banks it in. Hart's got his first 2 points.
Can't let someone like Hart get inside the D just asking to get burned.
Curry against Bridges. Outside Payton. Back to Curry. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds in the game. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
The Warriors lead by 10. Outside Curry. Outside for Butler. Down low. Butler drops it in.
Jimmy B doing his work there, challenging in the lane.
Knicks trail by 12. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Outside Curry. Outside for Butler. And it's Butler who slams it down.
Oh, Jimmy, that was impressive.
The Knicks have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the 4th. Here's Bridges. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Warriors.
They made a point to get some good looks.
Yes, they were able to pound the ball inside. I love it.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Stephen Curry.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
No problems knocking that one down.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Anunoby can't get it to go. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Peyton played it in with a nice touch off the window.
You can feel the excitement in this arena. These guys have done one heck of a job.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Butler with a steal. There's the foul to try to stop the break, but that'll be a clear path foul. They'll get a free throw and possession here. That's good from Butler.
At the line for the Warriors, Jimmy
Butler hits them both. And here's Curry for three. Misses. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry.
purist, and Greg, I know you do. One thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. Isaac Okoro out there with Donovan Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. Looney with the bucket.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Mobley has screen on Butler. Mobley outside. Off target from outside. Hunter against Payton. Curry on the wing. To the middle. Here's Looney. 6 on the shot clock. Curry is inside. Working on Hunter. Curry with the bucket.
Stronger than he looks. Curry able to take the hit there and finish.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
And here is Curry after Jared Allen made that last three-pointer. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Pass to Butler. Back to Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. To the paint. Allen kicks to Okoro. No good from outside. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr, and his priority this time out is trying to make it hard for Donovan Mitchell. He told me Donovan is an elite 3-level scorer. It's going to take more than one player to slow him down. We need all 5 guys communicating and working together defensively. A big challenge, guys.
Thank you, David. Now Curry, following the 3-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. The kick outside to Butler. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You can see Jimmy Butler moving without the basketball, getting into his shot window, and that's a nice catch and shoot.
Mitchell passes to Okoro. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Payton against Hunter. Outside for Curry. Payton with a screen on Mitchell. Here's Curry. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Stephen Curry a little bit undersized, but he is so slippery once he's in the paint.
Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And here is Allen after Isaac Okoro getting his shot to go from deep. And it's in there. Okoro's got 5 points so far.
Inside, Okoro can really make trouble for the defense. He's got that combination of strength and agility.
Curry from deep 3-point land. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
.58 seconds left in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. And again, no good by Golden State.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that one's good. Hunter.
And the defense has to recognize this. Hunter is a legit threat to shoot off the catch.
Butler sets a screen for Curry. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He has 7.
Well, you
can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Outside Curry. Over Okoro. The shot by Curry, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Cavaliers ahead. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Cleveland.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
The post pair for him. It's Green and Looney. Stephen Curry's out there with Peyton, and it's Butler in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Now Butler, after the missed three from Evan Mobley.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Okoro kicks to Hunter. Back to Okoro. Mobley, a screen on Curry. A kick out to Mobley. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Okoro shot is off. And here's Peyton. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. They set the screen. Butler deciding where to go with it. And it's sent back by Allen.
This guy is a sensational shot blocker. Jared Allen twice on the pipes.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Doris, you can just see in Isaac Okoro the confidence he's gained since his rookie year.
Kevin, he's always had tremendous confidence on the defensive end. I mean, he's a lockdown defender at multiple positions. What you're seeing develop is more belief in his jump shot. And that confidence comes because he's been willing to put in the work.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. And here are the Warriors now. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to Okoro. Peyton outside. Here's Curry. He has 7. Fires for 3. Curry making it look so easy.
Ideally, you want to chase Stephen Curry off the three-point line, but folks, it is not as easy as you might think.
Mitchell dishes to Okoro. From outside, off the mark.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Butler sets a screen for Curry. Always finds a way. This time inside.
Curry is in his bag. This guy has such a versatile offensive arsenal.
Mobley. Green with the block. 5-on-3 break. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead. Cavaliers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Okoro passes to Mitchell to stop the run. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Doris, the Cavs had a very successful 23-24 season. 37 wins and the number 4 seed in the East.
And Kevin winning a playoff series, their first one without LeBron James since 1993. Most of the players on the floor weren't even alive back then. Incredible to think of it in that context.
Here's Butler, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. Oh, no, stopping Butler that time.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
Now, here's Okoro. T right on him. Mitchell finds Mobley. That three off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Outside Butler. Curry setting the pick for Butler. Outside Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
From Jimmy.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Now, here's Okoro, guarded by Curry. With 4 seconds on the clock, a shot that time not on target.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to replay.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll, please. They're measuring out the shot.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
On the court for Cleveland, Tristan Thompson is out there with Wade. Then it's Green, then it's Max Strus, and it's Garland in at the 1. Now, here's Moody. Not a lot of room. And the slam by Moody.
And he just goes from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Strus a screen on heel. Garland with it. Kuminga picks him up. Now, here's Garland. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. Doris, it's great to see the excitement that surrounds women's basketball currently, isn't it?
It's great, Kevin, that these incredible players with a high skill level are being acknowledged, not only for that skill, but the quality of play, the competitive spirit of these women. They have worked as hard, and they should get as much recognition.
Here's Podziemski, defended by Strus. Podziemski's shot is good.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And that one's good.
Tristan Thompson has worked so hard to develop on the offensive end. Not just a rebounder defender, gets into that catch-and-shoot game now.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Podziemski. Pass to Moody. Clock at 6. There's a good screen. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. Darius Garland, the son of former NBA player Winston Garland, said that he was a sponge growing up listening to his dad. He hung on every word about playing point guard. Darius says, I learned the little things much quicker. He taught me at a young age to change gears to keep defenders off balance. Kevin?
And He's doing it. I love the tricks of the trade you just talked about. Thank you so much. Pass to Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Garland kicks to Green. 1:53 left in the third quarter. Garland finds Wade. Back to Garland. From about 19 feet, they grab their own miss. It's Strus on the wing. Outside Garland. Second chance shot. The rebound by Post. Warriors leading by 12. Here's Kuminga. And they will call over the back on the play.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Well, just good fundamental basketball. You go hunt a body, make sure you box out. Good job.
Pass to Thompson. They kick it out to Green. And here is Garland. Thompson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Thompson, he has such a low, wide base. He is near impossible to fully box out.
Here's Podziemski, guarded by Garland. Podziemski's shot is good. Podziemski's got 6 points in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this is simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's Podziemski. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Podziemski's got 8 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Healed outside. Up in time. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Golden State Warriors holding on. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Buddy Hield is out there with Podziemski. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Post in at center.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Mitchell passes to Okoro. Here's Mobley. Nailed from three-point land. Mobley's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now Curry. Come on! Steph, ridiculous!
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And that one's good, Mitchell. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Now here's Curry, covered by Okoro. It's good. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
On the wing, Mitchell, defended by Butler. 5 on the clock. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
Stolen by Mitchell. Now here's Okoro. He's tightly guarded. Mitchell outside. Allen, a screen on Butler. Again, Mitchell missing. Warriors leading by 9. Curry looking around. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Launches it from deep. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Allen kicks to Mitchell. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Second team foul.
Here's Mitchell. Hunter with a screen on Butler. Mitchell dishes to Hunter. 6 to shoot. Warriors with the rebound. Payton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Curry has it in the corner.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Okoro passes to Allen. Now here's Mobley. Mitchell outside. They need this one. The Warriors pull it in. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Up top, Curry, covered by Okoro. Another miss by Curry. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Okoro kicks to Mobley. Back to Okoro. Mobley against Curry. Okoro setting the pick for Mobley. Back to Okoro. No good on the 3. Golden State's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And here is Curry from downtown. Again, Curry missing. Green against Allen. Near the three-point line, it's Mitchell. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry with another miss.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Puts up a deep 3. Offensive rebound. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage. And all right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Dorisburg, David Aldridge.